And thanks to those joining us live. Those of you joining us on the archive, D-Style here. Be joined by the one and the only Christine Lopez from In the Ring with Christine. Make sure you subscribe to her YouTube channel. You haven't already.
Please, please.
If you're watching us on the live, hit that like button, hit the notification, hit the all. That way you're always notified. Always. All the
Always,
time.
always. I'm not gonna
All
lie.
day,
The
every
intro's
day.
fire. The intro's fire. I'm not gonna lie. You did good. You did
You
good.
know,
I mean,
had it for three
you're missing
years.
some faces on there, but it's pretty good.
It took her 3 years to compliment the intro. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is what we're doing.
It's
You know,
good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
let's get down to it here, right? First of all, we're live on Twitter, aka X. We're live on Christine's channel on YouTube. We're live on D-Style Boxing on YouTube. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? There's this thing called Mars Studio. We're live in Mars, I guess. Is that what that
Yeah,
means?
yeah. I
I don't
think we're
know.
live in Mars. Yeah,
Yeah, so the Martians are watching, the
yeah.
human beings are watching, everybody's watching. You know,
The
a shout
aliens.
out to Kane Mack. He says, "Hey, D Style and Christine," and of course, Jam Red Corner Boxing D Style,
Yes, my
Christine.
guy.
Big ups, the big
Big
ups. You know
ups.
what I mean? Shout
Big
out. You know what I mean?
ups.
So we're gonna get down to it right now.
Let's get down to it. Let's go.
Let's. We're gonna wait on Eubank, Connor Bank, because that's
Yeah, I
next.
mean that. I mean, we had some fireworks this weekend.
Look.
Harley Quinn behind you. Oh my gosh.
That is Harley Quinn. Should I zoom it in? Like you get a better look or something like
Nah,
that.
I
Like
don't
what?
think so. I don't
Um,
think so.
Mario P, what's up, friends? How's it going? Look, Christine.
Yes.
I mean, he just went out there. Like, did Lubin steal something from Ortiz or something like that? Like, did he like owe him money? Like, what's going? He just went in there like he stole some.
Yeah, he did beat him down like he stole something. I think the fact that he tried to steal the Mexican heritage, when he walked out there in his Mexican gear, that might have been triggered, Ortiz.
Mm.
He tried to steal it.
And the outfit was kind of fire. Though, I'm not gonna lie. Like it was like green, like you know what I mean. But
I,
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I mean it was fire, but
Then
yeah,
he got lit up.
if you're gonna do something like that, you better do something different in the ring, you know.
Man, well, look, round one, very standard. There was nothing crazy in round one. Ortiz
No.
landed some good, right hands. I believe that
Hmm.
won him the round.
Hmm.
And I don't know if you because you were there ringside, so I don't know. It looks different ringside than in
Right.
person,
I,
but
I wasn't ringside. I was like a little, yeah,
or
but
or, or you know what I mean. You were in the
yeah,
arena, right?
yeah. I was in the
And
arena.
but so when Virgil was going to the body, like I noticed he wasn't like ripping to the body.
No.
Um, it's almost like he just wanted Lubin's attention. He wanted to lower his guard a little bit, and then he started utilizing his jab. And if you remember the Ramos fight,
Hmm.
Lubin did a good job controlling the center of the ring in that fight
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
staying away from the ropes.
Yep.
What happened this time? Like, why couldn't he control the center of the
I,
ring like he
I,
did in
I
that
think
fight?
I
Why
think
was he
that
trapped in the ropes?
everybody. Virgil's known to be heavy-handed, to be a hard hitter.
Mm,
I mean, look at his knockout ratio. And I think in my mind, I was just thinking, like Lubin said, you know what? I'm gonna get on the ropes for a minute, and I'm gonna show everybody that he doesn't hit as hard as people think he does. I can take his punches, and then I'm gonna circle out and get in the middle of the ring. You know,
mm.
and he was sadly mistaken. He was sadly mistaken.
Wow. Um, Obviously, look, hindsight's 2020, so everyone's kind of pointing the obvious. Like he stayed too long in the ropes. Well, duh. Like,
Yeah,
good
I
job.
think he got hurt and he couldn't move after a while, or he was, his
Yeah,
guard was so high, but you know, Ortiz kept touching the body, and then he was throwing those hooks, around the guard. It's like, what do? You can't stay there too long, obviously.
yeah. I mean, look, I don't even think Ortiz was looking for the knockout. He was just kind of doing his work. Then he hurt him, and
No,
then it was
I
all
don't
she
think
wrote.
he was either. I don't think he was either because the thing is this fight has been hyped up so much. Some people said
Mm.
it was going to be a 50-50 fight, and I think he wanted to put on a show. He wanted to put on
Yeah.
a show and break him down throughout the rounds. I mean, I had people telling me they think seventh, eighth round is when he's gonna go in for the kill, but
Yeah.
he didn't even have to pull the trigger, really.
Yeah, he didn't have to work the body. He didn't have to wear him down. He didn't have to do a
No,
lot of things.
no, not like
And look,
people.
most of his knockouts are early knockouts. People forget
Hmm.
that, right?
Hmm.
But my man, he's like whoever fights Ortiz, he's not going to stop for 12 rounds.
No,
It ain't going to stop.
no, no, not at all. He looked great. He was very strong. He was conditioned. He looked amazing. He's never been a shit talker. He's always been confident. You know, he doesn't ever start stuff, and he was just calm, cool, collective, ready to put on a show.
100%. And I think we know that the power is real.
Yes, it is
Um,
definitely real.
and that jab was on, like, he didn't utilize the jab a lot, but he utilized it enough.
Well, he didn't get
And,
the opportunity to. You know, really,
yeah,
it was over before we knew
man,
it.
it was over just like that. Like, you know
Just
what I
like
mean? Like,
that. Just like that.
if you look down, if you went over to grab your popcorn, it was over.
No, yeah, you couldn't
Yeah.
get up. You couldn't blink barely because it was
Like,
over.
for a split second, I did think, like, I was like wondering, like, oh man, did he stop it early? But not, like, Lubin was
No,
out. Like, Lubin was,
I think
and
he was out, like knocked out on the ropes. Like he was
yes,
hanging from the ropes. He
yeah,
was gone.
really good stoppage by the ref, like right
Yes,
on point. So
absolutely.
no complaints here. I don't know. Did you see the video of I didn't even know this happened, so I saw the video on YouTube.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, on Twitter of like Robert Garcia immediately got
yeah,
in the ring and
yeah.
he sat him down on the stool.
Yes.
Where was Ruben's corner?
I
That's
don't.
it, yeah.
Huh. That's the thing. Lubin has changed his corner, and there was a
Mm,
lot of criticism about that. There was criticism
yeah,
about the corner and where were they when he was hanging from the ropes. You know, that's very
right.
true. Where were they afterwards? You know, the thing is that Garcia, he's a real one. You know, he understands that both boxers are going to be at risk. It's life or death. And
Yeah.
his guy got the win, but then he was going to go make sure that Lubin was okay because he saw that his corner wasn't doing anything. You know,
Right here, like there's Robert. He even ignored Virgil. He's like, "I'll celebrate
yeah,
later with you."
exactly. We'll
And
celebrate later. And that's what should be done
yeah,
by good coaches. Absolutely. I can't, I have so many stories, and one day I'm gonna write a book because there's some top
mm,
names in boxing right now today that have left their guys laying on the ground in full headgear
wow.
protector, and they were laid out and they were disgusted by them, so they walked out on them. And like I said, I'm writing a book one day because I don't give a damn.
So JC, who's I hope he's trolling and saying that early stoppage. I guess he wanted Lubin dead. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like
hope
that.
I hope he's trolling because if you go back and watch the video, he is out on his feet, like knocked out on his feet, hanging
Yeah.
from the ropes.
Yeah.
He didn't know where he was when he sat down on that stool.
And I'll say this: how much more impressive? Because I keep hearing there's people like in the chat. I see some of them, and Mario, I see you, and I see some others. Oh, Lubin was shot. Lubin, like Lubin was in a winning streak. Like he
They
had that win
he-
over Ramos.
yes, I think is what last three fights for wins, and
Yeah,
and stop.
undefeated opponents.
Where were y'all saying he shot before the fight? Because everybody's like, oh, I don't know. It's 50-50. You know, Ortiz is really in for it. You know, and Lubin looks bigger, and Lubin this, Lubin that. Where were y'all before?
Mm.
Where are the receipts before?
I'll say this: most people favored Virgil, but they thought it was going to be like a tougher fight.
They
You
did.
know, but he went
Absolutely.
out there and he made Lubin look the way Boots made that nobody look. Right? I mean, and like people get like all of a sudden he's shot, he's this and he's that, but
Yeah. People
Lubin,
killing.
look, Lubin, like who would win,
Right.
Lubin or
Right.
Boots' last opponent? Like
Hmm.
I think Lubin will win that fight
Thank you for
personally.
saying that. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know,
Maybe they should fight.
these couch warriors, they always got something to say.
That's right. Now that's kind of where my like positive feedback at the moment for Vergil. He's still one of my favorite fighters, but I
Absolutely.
got some critiques. I got some critiques. And
Okay.
it has nothing to do with his actual fight. I think he looked great in the fight.
Okay.
And but here's the thing.
I do have a critique for his actual fight.
Go ahead.
One thing that I noticed, and he had a great plan. Obviously, I mean, he got the job done. But Lubin's being southpaw. At times, Vergil was stepping the wrong way, and that could be troubling. Had Lubin had the goods for him.
Mm, yeah. Well,
Mhm.
so what's with this? I want to fight Spence thing while we're in the middle of trying to make this boots fight.
The thing is, if you go back years, like when Spence first became a champion, this has been
Mm,
a dream of Ortiz forever. You got to
right?
remember, you got to remember. So when Spence was coming up through the amateurs, Ortiz was a little kid. He was a little kid watching this guy. He was at Gene Vivero's gym. So was Vergil Ortiz was at Gene Vivero's gym. He saw
Mhm.
him in there every day, working out hard, looking up to him. Okay. And then when he won a title, Ortiz was like, that would be my dream fight. This is before Ortiz even was doing the things that he's doing now. He has
Mhm.
always talked about that being his dream fight. Think about it. You get an opportunity to fight your hero, somebody that you've seen come up through the ranks since Spence was 15 and Ortiz was probably 8 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't. If people do their research, this is nothing new. This is nothing new.
Yeah, but Spence has been inactive. Like Spence
Yeah,
hasn't done anything like in 2, 3 years.
he has. He has. Yes, R.I.P. Jim Rivera. He has been inactive, but that doesn't mean that Ortiz doesn't still have those
No.
dreams of fighting his hero. He stated it. He's always stated the way he feels and what he thinks, and people can take it however. They don't know the backstories.
Ortiz has a dream. Like, we're like the game song now all of a sudden. But
Yeah, Ortiz
I
has
get,
a
I get that.
dream.
Okay. But here's the thing.
Hey, Spitbutt.
Everybody wants to see the Boots fight.
Everybody
Boots is.
does want to see the Boots fight.
You said
Absolutely.
you're down to fight Boots,
Yeah.
now because it's not just that. It's not just that he's saying my dream is to fight Spence, right? Um, uh, your manager's over here saying, "Don't call us unless it's 10. We got 7 zeros."
Right,
So he
as
wants
he
10
should.
million
Rick.
minimum.
Yeah, as he should. I
What
love
do you
Rick.
mean as
Rick,
he should?
Rick,
It's not what?
Rick. Listen, Rick is one of the realest ones in the game. I've known him for years. I'm telling you, he is one of the realest ones in the game. He gets money for his guys. He takes good care of them. Think about it. This is a business, right?
Are they demanding 10 million for any other fighter?
But hold on. This is a business, okay? So Rick had proposed, okay, let Vergil and Spence fight, and then we'll have Charlo and Boots on the undercard, and whoever
Mm,
wins that will get the winner, between Ortiz and Spence. Well, okay, that's a paycheck, right? That's a paycheck. And
right.
then by the time it's got to be appealing to somebody that can pay $10 million. Who would that be? Who would be able to pay that $10 million? Think about it in the
You're
game
talking
right
about the
now.
Saudi. You're talking about Turkey.
Exactly. Uncle Turk. So maybe Uncle Turk wants to see that Spence and Ortiz fight. And then they make it happen. And then he's like, you know what? And I'm gonna pay you this and I'm gonna pay you this. It's all
Like
business.
we got the spit bucket enabling things here. Oh, Shuri Lander was inactive too. Look, man. I'm not
Enabling.
saying I'm not saying that Spence Ortiz can be a big fight, but Spence has to come back and beat somebody. Like, he needs to do something first.
Well,
Like
Spence
beat up
has
the guy
always
that
no, hold
Boots
on,
has
but
beat.
Spence has always said he doesn't do tune-ups. Am I lying? Has he always said he does
He
not do
fought
tune-ups?
Ocampo. Like, what was Ocampo? He
I'm
was on a
just
tune-up.
saying that is something that he has said. He's
Danny
not a
Garcia
boot.
was in a glorified
He's
tune-up.
not a boots. He has always said that. Um, and even though we don't like it, maybe we wouldn't like it, but it's a business. You got to think about that.
Okay, but what does that business benefit me? Me
Well,
as a
then you're
boxing
gonna get
fan,
to
and
see Ortiz twice in a
and
row.
the boxing fans want to see the Boots fight.
Absolutely, I do too. I do too. But I understand what they're doing. I want to see it too. Trust me, I want to see it too. I would love those two styles
Look,
coming together would be
I
beautiful.
look. I'm going to continue, and I'm still a big fan of Vergil Ortiz. But if he doesn't fight Boots next,
What are you gonna do?
after that call out, after the way he was
You're gonna
called out, the
boycott
way
him?
his manager's acting, no, I'm just going to call a spade is what I'm going to do.
Well,
Right?
this is the thing too. This
I'm
is the
not
thing
going to
too.
understand because I'm not getting a penny out of whatever Trick is giving them
Right.
and what Mauritian's getting him. I'm not getting a penny out of that. I'm the guy that pays the zone and we're
For sure.
increasing the rates,
For
right?
sure.
I'm a consumer. And as a consumer, right,
Yep.
I'm just going to call a spade. And it's, I mean, I'm not going to say it's a duck, but like, man, there's a lot of
It's
quacking going
definitely
on.
not a duck. Nobody's scared of anybody. It's definitely
Quack.
not a duck. I will
Well,
say
it's
this.
not about fear.
No, it's not about. See, to me, a
I,
duck is when you fear losing something. Nobody's afraid.
or you
Ortiz is not
find
afraid of
any
losing
reason
something
to not make a fight happen.
because more money is down the way. But I will say this too. So whenever he was talking to Boots, Boots was already on stage. They
Yes.
invited him. Somebody invited him. Somebody put
There's
him on
just too
stage.
many red flags, Christine.
But let me just say this. What else
Okay.
was Virgil supposed to do? There's a man in your
Accept the
face.
challenge.
There's a man in your face. You're going to say whatever you need to say. But
Right.
the management and the team, they're the ones that make the negotiations. They got to make the negotiations. But as a man, you're
Right.
not going to let some other man get up in the ring, call you
Hmm.
out, and do whatever, just be standing there waiting on you. Come on.
Right.
He's a man at the end of the day.
When Ricky hadn't called out Mayweather didn't say, oh, how about you come on my undercard and you fight this guy, then I'll fight that guy.
Ortiz
No, he
didn't say
said,
that
make the
either.
fucking fight happen, is what he
Ortiz
said.
didn't say that either.
Right? No, but
But that's why
Ortiz
he
is the
doesn't manage his own
boss.
career. He's got a manager for a reason.
No,
He's got a
but he's
team
the
for a
boss
reason.
though. Like no,
He is a boss.
he's the boss,
He's the boss.
right?
But
Here's
if I tell you D style, look, this is what you need to do to make this much money. And
mm,
you can't just jump over here. You do this and then you're going to get this.
right.
So that's why he has professionals instructing him on his career. He's a boxer. He wants to get in there. He'll fight anybody.
But Christine, before the fight even happened, we had De La Hoya saying they don't want to fight Ortiz. Don't even come to the fight. They're going to be scared if they see Ortiz, beat up on Lubin, and he's scary in person, right? Like, don't even show up,
That's not
right?
a good example. De La Hoya always
No,
talks shit.
no. Hold on. I'm going through a pattern. I'm showing
Okay,
you the
okay,
pattern.
okay, okay.
Robert Garcia, I just showed him a lot of respect. That I still have all the respect in the world for him, but he started talking already before anything. Oh, they're not going to fight Ortiz. They're not going to do the
Yeah,
fight.
I saw that. I saw that.
They're already going to try to fight somebody else and this and that.
Yeah,
That's what he was saying.
I
It's
saw
on
that.
camera. Okay, so why talk like that? And then when now the fight's in front of you, right? You don't even make an offer. You're not even trying to make the fight. And all of a sudden, you're the one acting that way. All of a sudden, you want to go fight somebody else, and you want
I
to do
think,
dream fights with Spence, and you want to fight your childhood hero and all this other stuff. But
yeah.
you won't fight the man that people believe could beat you.
Yes, absolutely. And that is why there are managers for a reason. They're the ones that know the business side, the money side. They know how they can make the most for their boxer if that's what they want to do. And Rick knows how to do that. And of course a boxer and of course a coach. Like I have some girls and guys on my
Mm.
team. We'll fight anybody because I know they can beat them. Okay. But that may not be the smartest thing to do right now. So that's
But
why you
what
need
is it
a
about
manager.
Boots? You tell me, what is it about Boots that they have all these conditions, right? But they don't have any conditions for anybody else.
Because that's the fight that everybody wants. And that's the fight that everybody's going to pay for. So if there's a guy, if it could have been anybody, if there was somebody else and people are like, oh, we demand this fight. We want to see this. The masses want to see this fight. Well, then they're going to pay
Christine,
that.
they're not going to be hurting for money if this fight happens.
No, they're
It's
not.
not like
But if
they're
you
not
can
going to
get,
fight for
if
peanuts.
you get 3 million or you can get 10 million, what are you going to take?
Well, making us weight, they've been making us weight. These dudes have been right there, ready to fight since they were welterweight.
I'm just saying, if you're going to take 3 or 10, what are you taking? What are you
Well,
gonna
I don't
say?
know. I like the way I see it. Maybe Virgil should have taken that Xander fight last year because he would have been a titleist by now, right?
Would he have made the
Maybe
money though?
yes, he's still going to make money. Like it's
Would
not
he have made
like
the money? Would it
what
have
he
been
fought
worth it?
Madrimov and Boachuk, and they weren't
Yeah,
acting
he
this
did.
way. Like, oh no, man, we need all this money. We need this and we need that, right? What I know, this is what I know. His energy is a little different. The team's energy, from De La Hoya to his manager, they're acting a little different when it comes to Boots.
It's different now because
It's been no,
they see that they can play it to get the most of the risk and the reward. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
I don't
There
think that
was
they
empty
think that it's going to be
seats.
a walk in the park.
Both of these guys had empty seats in the arena, but now we need
Hmm.
to marinate this fight, right? Supposedly it's going to make so much money in the future, right?
Yeah,
These guys can't generate the money that like his manager is asking for. He's outpricing himself,
I agree with
right?
Spit Bucket. I agree with Spit Bucket. Read this comment. I agree with him
You
100%.
may think it's a smart move, but he's outpricing himself.
It's a
Yes,
smart move. It's a smart move.
but
That
can
arena
you
would be filled.
concede that he's outpricing himself?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
So if
I
it's not
think
outpricing, what is it?
for now, yes. But if he fights Spence,
Okay.
if he's fight Spence, that arena is going to be filled from
So they're gonna
rafter to rafter.
strategically. What you're saying is strategically avoiding a fight because there's easier fights to make. Is
Not
not ducking.
avoiding it, just letting it marinate some
How is he
more
not
and
avoiding
waiting
it?
on it. No, no.
What do you
It's
mean?
gonna happen.
He's
It's
got
gonna happen.
he's got a
Just not
date
when
like
D style wants it to happen.
with anything else in life. If somebody does not make a date for something, right? People would say
Mhm.
they're avoiding it, right? But in boxing, if a fight is avoiding a fight, it's not avoiding it.
No, it just depends on who it is.
Look, this is coming from one of the biggest Vergil Ortiz fans you ever talked to. I've been high
I
on
don't doubt
Ortiz
that.
for
I
years,
don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. But
right? But I
ultimately,
got a
you got to look at
call.
the
Like if
business
I
of it
see a
all.
spade, if I see a spade, I see a spade.
So whenever you say, okay, let me ask you this. You said that he's ducking, right? So what is he ducking exactly?
You know what? You
Is
know
he
what they're
afraid? No,
doing?
is he afraid? Is he afraid that he may lose to Boots?
Is Ortiz really doing the other side of the street thing to Boots?
I'm asking you, do you really think that he's ducking because he's afraid of Boots?
I don't think they're afraid of each other.
So
I don't think either one of them is
why
afraid
is it ducking? Why is he ducking?
because because they feel it's a much riskier fight and they want to take fights that are not as risky first.
Well, Boots
That's
been
why.
doing that his whole career.
Okay.
So why?
I've criticized Boots for the way he's
Why
moved,
all of a
but
sudden Ortiz doesn't want to take risks?
I'm assessing the situation as it
I'm
is,
just
Christine.
saying, why does he not want to take risks now?
So if Boots hasn't fought anybody, he's a piece of cake. Why did the Virgils just fight him?
Nobody's a piece of cake. Nobody's a piece of cake.
Well, I mean, obviously, I know he's not.
But if
Let me put it this way:
somebody
who is a tougher fight for Virgil than Boots right now in the weight class?
not I don't think anybody right now.
So they want to take easier fights first before they take the risk with Boots. I mean, if I call a spade, that's what they're doing.
I mean, you can spin it however, but like I said, it's the money's going to be greater later, and they see that. And you're supposed to listen to the people that are negotiating and showing you the
I,
bigger picture.
I'm not the one spinning here.
So I'm
Uh,
just saying.
Al the Pal, thank you for that super chat. All right. How come he didn't have the same energy for Canelo versus David? Didn't his boyfriend overprice himself and wanted 20 million for David? Right. So here's how we're going to address this. First of all, I understand you're probably Christine's friend and all that, but nobody disrespects me like that
It's not
and
about
refers to me.
a
Well,
friend.
I'm not a faggot. Like I'm not a gay dude. I'm not gay for guys or nothing like that. That's number one. All right. Second, I did criticize him. I did criticize Canelo for not taking the David fight. I did do that. So before you come to me and be disrespectful, at least have your facts straight. Is what you should do, right? I did say Canelo should fight David Benavidez. I said that several times. So now that I addressed that, right? And if it hurts your feelings and you want to take your super chat back, I'll refund you if that's what you want to do. All right. So I just wanted to address that, Christina. No one's going to talk to me like that. I'm just going to put that
Hey, you're
way.
good, bro. Do what you got to do. I'm the same way. I got you. Um, the thing is this. The thing is this. I mean, we can nobody can deny that right now boxing is a business, right? They can't. We don't like it. Sometimes we don't. I guess I
Mm-hmm.
understand the uniqueness of the situation just because I've seen it. I've seen
Mm-hmm.
how Vergil came up. He's always been talking about he wanted to fight Spence. That would be like an honor for him. That is something that he's dreamed about and wanted to do. So he is his own boss. He can make it happen if Spence
Mm-hmm.
agrees. Spence was invited. Yes, Spence is from Dallas, is in Dallas. So he went to the fight. But I think that it
Mm-hmm.
was a deeper meaning for him to be there. I think possibly there might be some talk, you know, about them doing it. And honestly, it would sell out. It would definitely sell out. And then the next fight, Boots. I mean, who could Boots fight next that people would be happy for, and then for them to come together?
So first, Red Corner Boxing says Bakram at 154 would be good for Ortiz Jr.
That's a good
Look,
fight.
I don't dislike the fight at all, but I believe Bakram has another fight lined up. So we'll see how that goes. So I
Mhm.
believe he's tied up. If he's not, then they could definitely do that fight. I think Virgil wins that fight. I think
Yeah,
Virgil beats everybody in his weight class, by the way. I think he beats everybody in his weight
I
class.
think so. I
But
think so
right
too.
now, I mean, if he's not going after the titles, if he's not going after Boots, which is the best fight in the division, I mean, Spence is not even like top 3 or 4 in the best options for him to
Well,
fight.
I mean, so JJ
Only
said
you and
again.
Spit Bucket are excited for that fight.
Well, he said Arrow has had one loss against an all-time great. The problem with boxing is we throw these guys in the trash when they lose. Nobody's saying it's 50-50 fight, but if EJ wants it, it's a no-brainer. Absolutely, 100%, it would be a no-brainer if he wants
Well,
it.
that's not true
Absolutely.
because the other week you said Spence was done. I mean, so now we're
No,
switching
no,
it
no.
around just
I didn't
because.
say he was done. I said I would like to see him done. I would not mind him
Hmm,
retiring and riding off into the sunset. I didn't say he was done. I said I would
I
not
mean,
mind. I would not mind if he was. Because
but
I love him,
I
I
wouldn't
care
mind
about
either.
him, and I don't want to see him in any more wars. But I'm not his management. I'm not his team. He's going to do whatever he wants to do as a man.
Okay. Well, I'm not Ortiz's management or team either, and I want to see him fight Boots.
I definitely do
Like
too.
as
I'm
a
with you.
man, is the fight I
I'm
want him
with
to
you,
see fight.
bro. I want to see
I,
him fight
I
Boots
want
too.
these fighters, Christine. I want them to act like the legends acted. Like I want them to be like Leonard and Hearns who fought in their early 20s
We
because they
got to
wanted to
let
prove
that
who the
go.
best
This is a
is.
new day and age. We got to let that
No,
go.
it's
The
a new
days of
day
the
and
past.
age because we're enabling it because people like Christine and Spit Bucket Podcast, who I
Like
respect a
me,
lot, are
I have no
enabling
say
it.
in it. I have no
You
say in
guys
it.
are enabling this behavior by saying it's totally
I'm not
okay because
enabling
hey,
nothing because I don't have any power. I said I agree. I want to see Boots and Ortiz. I'm not allowing anything. But what am I going to do? Hey
mm,
guys, let's not do this. What kind of power do I have? I have to roll with the punches. There's a lot of things
it's not
going
it's
on in
not about
boxing I
having
don't like.
power. Like it's about by when I say you're enabling it, like and you guys are encouraging the behavior. You're saying, "Oh, it makes sense. Yes, do
Not
it."
for everybody, but for this situation, yes. Because I know the backstory. Yes, I am. For this situation, yes. If Ortiz and EJ
Let me
decide
just
that
put
they're
it
gonna
this
fight each
way.
other, I'm good with it.
Let me just ask you and Spitbuck and everybody else, right? If it was up to you,
Uh-huh.
would you want him to fight Boots next? Is
Yes.
that not the
I
the
yes.
number one fight you want to
I said
see?
I said that. I said that. But
Okay.
it's not up to me.
No, but you can say, but I want him to fight Boots.
I
That's the
do. I
fight I
said it.
want.
I said it all. People were telling me I was
That's
emotional. You're emotional. You're emotional. I was like, oh my God, yes, let's get it next. Like Ortiz is gonna like murk him. They're like, oh, you're emotional. Okay, I'm emotional. Yes, I
well.
I
There
was
we go. Like
excited.
Look. I want Boots as a fan, but that's we're fans. We're fans of the sport. We're supposed to be
Absolutely.
like
I'm a
be
fan too.
demanding these fights. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And I put all the fans demanding this fight and putting pressure on these guys to fight each other. Right? I applaud them. That's what they should be doing, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Right? Like you guys need to fight. And if Boots does not do this fight, right, they're demanding 10 million. You fight somebody else, I'm going to find out what you made for that fight, and I'm going to wonder what's going on.
Hmm.
Right? You
Hmm.
may nowhere near that
No,
amount for this
they're
dude, but
asking. They're asking for it. Somebody's got to want to do it. The only one that we know that possibly could do it would be Uncle Turk. And honestly, he's going to say what he wants. He may want the Spence and Ortiz fight, and then that. I'm not saying he does. I don't know. He hasn't said anything as far as I know. But if that's what he wants to do, how he wants to play it, and he's telling Ortiz, okay, you do this, and then you fight Boots, and I'm gonna give you $10 million. Of course, he's gonna take it.
let me ask you this: why didn't Layla versus Ann Wolf happen?
I mean, I've heard both sides of the story. I'm actually close and friends with Anne, and she's got her version, and Layla has her version. I
What's
don't know.
Ann's version?
That she didn't want the smoke.
I mean, Layla fought a bunch of other people,
And Lay
like you know what I mean, but
and
for
Layla
whatever
and
reason, they couldn't figure it out with that one person,
but
right?
then Layla says that Anne didn't want the smoke. So who's of course I love Anne, so I'm gonna believe her, but who's telling the truth? We don't know.
The fight was more difficult to make than other fights because both knew, right, that that was a tougher fight than the other girls, right?
Yeah.
In this case, like I agree with you that the people with the suits
Yeah.
are basically going to be the reason this fight doesn't happen,
Absolutely.
right?
I Yes. It's
But
not because of the
it's
fighters
not.
don't want it.
I'm not going to justify it if it doesn't happen. I'll say that. Like I want Ortiz and Boots to override the people in the suits and say, no, no, this is who I want to fight. Make it happen, right? If Golden Boy wants Ortiz to make 10 million, then they should pay him the 10 million, right? Well, why are they asking matching for the 10 million,
Well, I
right?
mean, they probably don't have the 10 million just to give him like that. But let me say this. So your boss
Hmm.
comes to you and says, "Hey, D-Star, I want you to do this for whatever, for 10
Hmm.
mil, for 3 million or whatever, but you can make 10 million.
Damn.
But you know what? You're going to be like, "No, I'm going to do this first." Or I mean, they're not going to turn down a plan to make $10 million. They're not going to turn it down.
Yeah, but the way our jobs function, it's just different, right? Like,
Of course
you
it's
know what we
different.
can do at our
You're not
jobs?
going to
What we
turn
can do
down.
at our jobs is avoid the hard work. We can't do
No,
that,
absolutely not.
right?
And none of them do.
So
They
when
put their
fighters
foot.
avoid the hard work, we get these analogies. Well, what you have done, if you were able to, like, yeah, but that's not the way it works in other jobs, right? I think the
But what do you
problem with
mean hard
boxing
work? They're working hard. They're in the gym every day. They still got to spar. They still got to fight whoever's in front of
in
them.
every
The hard
job
work's
out
there.
there, look, in every job out there, there's an aspect of the job that's the hardest part of the job, right? People can't avoid those things in their jobs, right?
No.
In boxing, right now, the hardest part of Ortiz or Boots' job will be to fight each other, right? And I don't care what they can. I'm not weeping. I'm not crying for millionaires making their millions of dollars. Like
I
I'm
mean,
not
I
over
hear
here
you, but
worried
if
about.
it was offered to me, I'm gonna listen to the plan. you know, I'm gonna listen to the plan.
Well, managers are part of the problem of boxing of avoiding a lot of these big fights.
I mean,
So
you could say they're part of the
I'm
problem or they're part of the solution because they're the ones that negotiate and they're the ones that get the best for their
right.
boxers. Some of them, not all, but like I will say, there I
I
can count
mean,
on half a hand ones that I really respect and know are doing everything for their fighters, and Rick is definitely one of them.
so
Definitely.
how long is a good amount? Like I just like give me an amount. How many fights before they actually fight each other that you're like, you know what,
I can't
three
say that.
fights?
I say if Virgil fights Spence next, then let's do Boots afterwards, and I think that's how it'll go.
But let's say he fights Spence,
Uh huh.
and then they say, well, I mean, Boots didn't even have a title, so we're going to go for the title next.
I mean, they could
And
say
then,
that.
oh, we're going to go for unification next instead. And then,
Yeah.
well, actually, this other fight, we're going to get paid a certain amount, and it's not
You
as
know
tough
what
as
I'm gonna
Boots.
do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna still watch whoever he's fighting. That's what I'm gonna do as a fan of
Right.
Vergil Ortiz.
Well, look, we watched Boots' last fight, but we were complaining about
We
it,
did,
right?
absolutely. And I'm not saying that we
So,
won't complain, but we're gonna watch it.
well, I mean, we're watching because we're boxing fans, but I mean,
Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna keep watching.
but we'll see what happens. We
Yeah.
will see. By the way, I don't know how many more fights Virgil has. By the way, he looked really sucked in before the
He
weigh-in.
looked good to
So,
me. You have to remember
mm,
back when he didn't make some of these fights, he was not looking too good. He had
right.
his issues, his health issues. He looked good. He looked good to me.
Yeah.
He looked very
Well,
healthy, very strong. And the most important
I,
thing
I
is
remember when he
he
almost
never looked
died,
back
but
in the
apparently
ring.
his management wasn't looking out for him then. You know, what I mean, they were still kind of lying about the whole
No,
situation.
no,
But
no. The thing is this. The thing is this, D style, is that the manager, they're not going to be there in the gym every single day with the team. They drop in or whatever. They don't know what he's doing to cut weight. They just know he's going to make weight. That's
I'm just
it.
talking about the information that was put out.
Yeah,
It was
I'm not gonna criticize the management because they
right.
don't. Sometimes they know, sometimes they don't. It's not. I'm not gonna criticize his manager at all.
Well, I don't know. I'm just glad Robert Garcia is back in the corner. All
You know
right.
what? Me too.
Um,
I'm glad he's back in the corner and he showed, like I said, he's one of those coaches that care about these fighters and the way that he put that stool in there for Lubin. I mean, I already respected him and thought he's great, but that just
mm,
showed me his humanity. Like we need people like that. Like I said, I'm gonna write a book because I got some stories about some coaches right now today that are big guys, and they would not do that, and I've seen them walk away. So I'll
100%,
hats off to him. Hats off to him.
100%, 100%.
Yes.
Well, if and it looks like it's not going to happen. Um,
You're so
I
negative.
mean,
I'm gonna call you negative Ned.
no, but I'm a realist. You know, I think I'm
Okay.
too real. You know,
Okay.
that's what I think. I'm just like if you don't like, look, this is coming. I'm not the biggest Boots fan. I'm a huge Virgil fan, right?
L Dub.
But I got to call a spade a spade. So
And that's
it is what
fine.
it
I mean,
is.
you're entitled to your opinion, you know? I mean, we all are. We're entitled to our
You should call me.
opinion.
You should call me the ace of spades.
Nah, bro. I'm not calling you no ace of spades.
I mean, I'm just saying. You say you do you, like you know what I mean. So,
Hey, you do
um,
you. I mean, right or wrong, you do you.
I'm the ace of spades. You know, so you should call me the
Okay.
ace of spades.
Okay.
But anyway, so you would be excited for a Spence fight
Yeah, I'd be there.
at
I would
Cowboy
be there.
Stadium?
Yeah, absolutely. You know why? Like I said, if he retired tomorrow, I'm good with it.
Mhm.
If he decided, you know what, I want one more, I feel good, and I'm gonna grace people with my presence, and Ortiz is gonna get his childhood dream fulfilled, I would be happy.
So Ortiz's dream is to beat the shit out of his hero. Like I'm just trying to figure out what his dream is exactly.
It is his dream to share the ring with him. Absolutely. They're boxers, bro. They beat the shit out of each other. They don't mow
I
lawns.
mean, he's gonna beat the living hell out of him. Like, that's your dream.
Hey,
That's your hero.
if that's his
If that's
dream,
your hero,
to get in the ring with his hero. Whatever happens, happens. They're
you know.
boxers,
But
bro. They're not mailmen. You know,
I'm
they're not
just saying.
milkmen.
You know, I'm just saying. Like he could. He'll be all right without his dream. That's all I'm saying.
I
But
mean, he may or may not. But you don't you have a dream that wasn't fulfilled and you wish you could? I mean, come on.
man,
Why not?
s- several people I want to beat up. None of them are my heroes.
Well, that's where y'all are different.
But oh man, we're gonna see what happens. But Virgil's gonna get a lot of heat, and I think they won they've lost the narrative
A
war
lot of
already
heat for what?
for not doing this Boots fight if it doesn't happen.
Listen, he is a very
After the way
likable
Oscar was
young man.
talking, after I'm just
He is
saying.
a very likable young man. He's not disrespectful. He can fucking fight. You
I
know,
agree,
he's
but
talented. He's technical. If he gets heat, it's going to be from some flies on the wall, some couch potatoes. I don't think it's gonna ruin him. It's going to be okay. Boxing
but
heads
what
know what he brings to the table and what he's
I'm not
doing.
saying like people are gonna question his abilities or anything like that. That's not what I'm talking about.
He's not going
You
to
know,
get a lot
but
of heat. And if
oh,
if
but
he
there's gonna be
does,
some heat.
well, he's just going to let it roll off his back.
He's gonna get some heat. Like I'm telling you right now, like El Paso
I
level
don't think
heat.
he's
You know,
worried
like
about heat.
100
He
degrees.
gets in the ring with guys that bring the heat. He's not worried about that.
You know what I mean? Like I'm talking like El Paso, Texas, middle of the day heat. You
El
know what I mean? Like
Paso,
just
Texas. He's not
that's
worried
right.
about that.
I'm talking about like 110 degrees outside. You know, that's what I'm talking about. All
He's
sun.
not worried about the heat that that podcasters or couch potatoes are going to
Yeah,
bring. He's not
you wouldn't
worried about
understand
it.
anyway. You wouldn't understand heat anyway. You're from like the part of Texas where it's
Bro,
all humid and
I'm from
green.
Dallas, bro. We got heat over here. I'm in
That's all
Colorado right
humidity
now,
over there.
but when I'm in Dallas, it's
Like
hot.
y'all got that sticky like humid heat. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's what
let
you
somebody
got.
from Phoenix come on here and they're gonna say you don't. You don't
You know,
understand
like
heat.
like in El Paso, it's all sun, all desert. You know, all dry. That's
That's
what we
why I
got
don't
over
live
here.
there.
You know what I mean?
That's why I don't live
They
there.
give me that over that sticky like armpits get stuck like kind of like that
Hey, we
type
make
of
weight. We
heat.
make weight over here. I'm just
Well,
saying.
that's true. Well,
Hmm.
apparently not. Have you not seen the people in Houston? Like, I'm just saying. You
I'm not from
know,
Houston. I can't speak on them.
yeah. But anyway, lots of boxing with Frank Bay. Christine cooked today. Salutes, he says. Not cooking me. Like, you know, she must
Oh,
be cooking
yeah,
something in the
yeah,
background.
I'm
Or like,
cooking you, bro.
what are you cooking? What are you cooking? So let's get to Connor Benn
Yeah.
versus Chris Eubank Jr. Those.
Yep.
That's two for all the people in East Texas that don't know Spanish. You know what I mean? Um, but look, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I just personally, I don't think it's gonna be any different. Um, I picked Eubank the first time. I'm gonna
Yeah.
pick him again.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just wondering if it's gonna be like the same or easier for Eubank, but I have Eubank winning by decision, and I think Connor Benn again will give a good account of himself,
Yeah.
and maybe return to 147 or something like that. But that's what I think is going to happen. What say you?
Yeah, Connor has a lot to prove. People still bring up, the egg situation, and then he had his loss,
Mm-hmm.
against Eubank. So he's got a lot to prove, So I think that he's taking it really seriously, and he thinks he can possibly win. But I have Eubank too, and then Eubank went back to B&B. They were with B&B, then he wasn't, and then they went back. They brought him back in, and I think that it's going to be the same. I really believe that Eubank is going to have his hand raised. I feel bad for Ben. Like, people make mistakes, whatever. Even though he didn't really admit he made a mistake, and he's gotten a lot of smack talk, and so I understand him trying to prove himself, but I just don't see him beating this giant. I really don't. I mean, he's so small compared to Eubank. He was like on him like a mosquito, you know.
Right.
Um, I just don't see him winning. But you know what? It proved me wrong. I don't mind being wrong in competition like this. I don't mind.
Yeah. Unless outside of Connor Benn landing like a big knockout shot or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Outside of that, I don't think he can win this fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. And does he have that power after,
that's
he's no
really
longer eating eggs? You know what I'm saying? Has he shown that he still carried that power over?
and with the
So,
price of eggs nowadays, I mean, it's kind of hard to maintain power to that. You know what I
no,
mean?
for
Like, but,
real, for real. So I
but
just don't know about the power, you know, just
you
saying.
know, this fight is such a massive fight in the UK.
It
I
is.
don't
I
know if
mean,
it's as big.
it's royalty.
It's
Their dads are royalty. I mean, it is huge. And shout out to the UK.
I'm
I
just
love them.
not, and I'm sure I'll be into the fight when I'm watching and everything.
Sure,
But
we're gonna watch
like,
it. Yeah,
I'm just not feeling it. Like I guess I don't know if it's like an American thing. I'm just not feeling a fight like that. It's
it's
just like
definitely an
another fight.
American thing. It's an American thing. It is. It is. But I'm gonna watch it just like you will, and then we'll talk about it.
Because we're an American band. You come into your house. But anyway, I think, but I do think it's him being good. The first one was a great fight. You
It
know, so I
was.
think
It
this will be a
really.
good
You
fight
know
too.
what? It surpassed my expectations. I'm not gonna lie.
You know,
It surpassed my expectations.
but Eubank, if he fights a little more like calculate, if he's more calculating,
Yeah.
if he's more
He'd have to really
precise
show
and more
tough.
patient, yeah,
Yes, I
he
agree.
may, just outclass him, and it won't be as exciting or whatever. Um, but I don't know. I just have a feeling he's going to win again, and that'll be
Me
that. You
too.
know what I mean?
Me
But we'll
too.
see.
Yeah.
But apparently, it's a huge deal within the UK. They're acting like
It's
it's the
definitely a
greatest thing
huge
ever.
deal. It's definitely a huge deal over there, for
You,
sure.
you said you feel sorry for Connor Benn. You know how much money he's making?
I
Like,
mean,
like
I don't want to
he's
say. I mean, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, like, he has so much pressure. Even though he's making a lot of money, he has a lot of
mm,
pressure. Um, he has a lot of pressure. You know.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. One last thing I want to talk to you about, and
Yeah.
this is first of all, did you happen to see Jazzy Park get stopped?
Who?
Jazzy Parr, the princess,
No,
she got
no, no,
stopped.
no. But you told me about it, and I saw the highlights and stuff.
And she got dropped.
The
And then
princess.
she scolded her opponent after the fight. I don't
The
know what she was
princess.
saying to her. Like,
Oh, she
you
got
know,
mad at her opponent for dropping her.
I guess she was mad at her opponent. I just don't know what she was mad about. Like, like why were you hitting me back or
She's like,
something like
you
that.
didn't, you
But
didn't, you didn't go through with the script. You
yeah,
flipped it. Flip the script.
100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the zone came out with some prizes, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm sure you've seen it by now, but and
Yeah.
for those that haven't in the chat, I'll just put it up right here, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna go to 44.99 if you want the 12 pay-per-views a year,
Hmm.
right? Which is already that's nuts. That's crazy,
Yeah. I
right? I
know.
mean, Netflix is gonna have boxing, Paramount's gonna have boxing. I'm sure I'm like PBC has a deal with Prime, and I'm sure
Yeah.
eventually Top Rank will get a deal somewhere. So I mean, I don't know who they think they are to be charging that much. I mean,
Right.
this is nuts.
I
But here's
know.
the other thing: like, why do other countries pay 19.99, but we're paying 44.99?
I know. It's like
And
that. In Mexico, a pay-per-view's free.
yeah, and then the UK is paying like 24.99 pounds. That's still less than the 44.99
I know.
dollars.
I know. I know.
Why?
I
And then
don't.
and of course you have other countries that get it free. Whatever. But like, why do we? What?
Yeah.
Because like, oh my God, we're number one. We're Americans. We got to pay more than everybody.
We're already paying so
Why is
much on
that?
freaking gas and groceries. Like
But
shit.
why? Like, why do they feel that they could just price gouge us
I don't know.
just because we're
I
American? Like,
have the
what's going on with
same
that?
thing.
And they wonder why people are streaming the fights.
That's true, Alabama. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, you see everybody with the fire sticks, and look, I'm against stealing. Okay, I am.
Hmm.
I mean, I'll steal the show when I'm on it, but everything else I'm not trying to steal. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Look, I've never like I don't believe in well, let me put it this way: I don't steal. If anybody else does it, just don't tell me about it. It's whatever,
yeah,
right?
same, same. I mean, I
I'm not
paid
one of
for it.
those.
I've been paying for it all.
I'm not the. I don't condone the whole fire sticks outside. I don't
Yeah,
condone
me
this shit.
neither. Me neither.
But if people do it, do it. I'm not judging you. I'm just
Yeah,
saying I don't do it,
yeah.
right?
That's your business. Yeah, that's your business.
But the thing is this, right? Almost $50 a month for a
I
subscription. It's
know.
and then they're like, oh, don't worry, we're gonna give you 12 papers. They just had Parker on paper. I like Parker, but really?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but like who's gonna be right? Who are the fights? Yeah, I know. I know.
And let's say they have Canelo. That's gonna be what, one fight out of the 12? Who else are they gonna
Right.
have?
You know what? Someone brought up Dana White, MLO
Sure.
860. Dana White is from Connecticut. He will fix it. But I mean, I don't want to talk about that, but I wanted to talk about just really quick. I just want to touch on the fact that,
What?
that FBI investigation about these
Mm-hmm.
throne fights, you know, um, already I'm really good with discernment and people. And I didn't like it. It stunk to me. And then this comes up and then we're gonna bring this guy into boxing. Like, I don't know.
Well, we got to be careful here because There's no evidence that suggests that Dana
There's no
White
evidence.
himself was
I
fixing
just know that
fights.
if the FBI is involved, there's something. It
Well,
wasn't
but
just
that
like the
doesn't mean.
local sheriff coming in,
See, now I know. Let me say this. Now I know why my mom like always hated like if like the police were at the house because she's like, oh, people are gonna think we're criminals and like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Why
just
were the
because the FBI is there doesn't mean he's guilty. Like you know what I mean? Like what
like
is
I
the
said, if the local sheriff's there, maybe you're not guilty, but you got the FBI on your ass.
like this is like I was like a kid, right? Like my dad got pulled over and he got arrested, right? And we were in a car with them, so the police like gave us a ride home. And my mom told him to stop like 5 blocks down, and we had to walk 5 blocks because she didn't want the cop car in the front of the house because people were going to be like, "Why was
Oh,
the police
your
car in
mom's
front of the
great. Your mom's
house?"
great.
But I feel like that's how you're acting right now. Like, kind of like, well, the FBI was there, so that's all I know, right?
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I am, but
There
I don't
is
know. I
evidence
just
for sure of a
if
fight
it
that
smells
was
like shit, there's probably shit around the corner. I'm just saying.
there's evidence of a fight, right? That was potentially fixed. That doesn't mean the UFC was
It
behind
was
it.
not just
I
one
mean,
fight, bro.
no, but hold on, right? He did cooperate with the FBI in
I
regards to
mean,
that,
what
right?
other what other
And he was
result could he have?
cooperating with the hold on, he was cooperating with the FBI before that fight even happened,
Hmm.
right? Because there was some suspicious movement with
Hmm.
the actual with the apps and stuff like that, do the odds, right?
Right, right, right.
And then after that, some fighters said, "Oh, people came forward. They were talking to me." So they're talking
Uh-huh.
about like who is it? I don't know.
Right.
We need to let the facts come out, Christine. Like you're just over
Hey,
here
I
just
didn't say he
casting
was
judgment on
guilty.
the
I'm
way.
just saying, if it smells like shit, there might be shit around the corner.
You know, um, like well, maybe, but like
I
look at
don't
what happened with the
I don't
NBA. Does
know.
that mean the NBA commissioners behind it?
I do not even watch any other sport, D style. You bringing up other sports does not do
Well, you
nothing
don't
for
want
me.
you don't watch MMA either. You're over
I
here commenting
don't.
about what happened with this,
But now
right?
he's in my sport.
Well, he hasn't even started yet. You know, like,
Oh, he
this is
started.
crazy.
He did start.
You
He
know,
was the promoter for Crawford. What?
no,
When else?
no fighter has come out and said, "Oh, Dana White made me throw the fight. The UFC made me throw the fight." None of them have said that.
I thought that there
And
were people. I don't know. I haven't read up on it too much, but I thought there were some fighters
well,
that came out.
no fighters that came out about people or being approached about certain things, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That doesn't mean that the UFC and Dana White were doing it. Like
Well,
that.
who
That's not
are
what that
these
means.
people? Just randos?
Well, like Pete Rose was betting on games. The MLB commissioner wasn't behind it, right? He got caught too, but those that run the MLB were not behind it,
Okay.
right? Like they weren't involved in that. Like it's just
Mhm.
it's I I can talk to a fighter and they agree, hey, and they could tip me, yeah, I'm gonna throw the fight. I'm gonna bet under 6 rounds. I'm gonna get knocked out, right? That doesn't
Mhm.
mean that the boxing promoter is behind it. You know, it doesn't
Mhm.
mean that the boxing promoter made him do it,
Okay.
right? So that's all I'm saying about that. Let's let the facts come out.
I'm
You know what
I'm
I
letting
mean?
them come out. I'm just bringing up what's
Like
already in the
like
news.
all I because Oscar De La Hoya did a throwback or clapback Thursday. He's just believing everything he's saying.
But Oscar doesn't like him, so
Well, there you go. So you think like and Oscar himself should know better because he's been accused of things and has threatened
yeah.
to sue people and all this other stuff. So
Mhm.
there you go. All right.
Yeah. He didn't make accusations. He just stated what's already out there.
I mean, insinuation is a real thing, right? And he was strongly insinuating.
Okay. All right.
So there was nothing fishy going on in the Canelo Crawford fight that he promoted. So you know,
Yeah. That's true.
so it'll be all right.
Okay. We'll see. Let it play
So
out.
Christine,
Yes, sir.
any final thoughts before we wrap this one up?
No, just thanks everybody in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in on Wednesday with your favorite girls, Women Crushing Their Wednesdays, D Style. It's always a pleasure. For y'all that don't know, he's my brother, and like we might go back and forth, but it's all love. It's all love.
So it's all love. That's that sibling love. You know what I mean?
Siblings win.
Um, but like, look, I'm surprised she didn't do like a defense of Virgil not fighting boots. Last like they do in court. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Ortiz is not ducking. And this
He's
is the
not.
reason why you need to
He's
prove it
not
beyond a
ducking.
reasonable doubt. Like,
Hey, I wanted to be a
what's up?
lawyer at one time. He's not ducking.
Probably. I'm not saying that yet. I'm just saying there's some, like, I see
Thank
some
you.
duck feathers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just, that's
Thank
all I'm
you,
saying.
MLO 860. Thank you. Tune in Wednesday, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. 3
100%.
beautiful
Shout out to him.
women talking boxing.
Shout out to everybody. All right. Even though they talk shit, it's all good. All right. This is T Style, and for Christine, we'll see you next week.
Love
All
to love
right. Same channel,
you.
same place. Peace.